Hi, Kel Beck here, and today I want to talk about the Arnold. If you don't know, there is a Arnold World Championship that is going to be this year in March. They announced it for the 175 division, 150-pound females, 175-pound men, which I qualified for, and I got some questions on my video about if I'm going to be competing in it or not. And I wrote a blog about it. If you don't follow my blog, you can go to www.jtsstrength.com and follow it there, but I guess some people just follow the YouTube. And yes, I will be competing despite having hernia surgery. Basically, my plan is I was 4 weeks out last week and I started lifting again at 20% of my maxes on all the main lifts: squat, bench, overhead, deadlift. And I'm just bumping it up 10% each week, and I'll basically doing about 3 sets at 20 on all the exercises now. I'll lower the volume as it gets heavier, and it's a struggle, starts to be, and that should put me at about 100% about 2 weeks out. And no, it doesn't seem like I'll be able to make many improvements, but going into a show healthy and at my 100%, I'm confident in my abilities. And sometimes you have to ask yourself, what matters to you? Why are you doing this? And the reason I do this is because I love the challenge and push myself, and this is something I wanted. And if it's still a feasible, attainable goal, then I'm going to keep striving to do it. And I'm not going to make excuses on why I can't do something. I'm going to figure out how I can do them. Because there's always going to be a struggle. There's always going to be a reason why you can't. And that's the difference sometimes, is you just have to show up and give it what you have. And I know I'm confident. I've trained for years to get where I am, and you don't lose it in a couple weeks. And if I can be 100% of me, I think that's good enough to put on a solid performance. Also had some more questions about how to train while injured, what you do, and you don't think of what you can't do. Think of what you can. Someone with a broken hand said it, and it's like, if you have a broken hand, you still have a whole other set of body. You can do squats. About 5 years, what was it, 3 years ago, I think it was 2009, I almost sliced my finger off unloading an axle, my thumb, unloading an axle training, just unloading everything. And I didn't have use of my one hand for about 6 months, but I did front squats with a cross grip bodybuilder style. I did good mornings, my hands draped over the bar. I did Zerker squats. I pressed with one hand, with one arm. I rode with one arm, and just pulled sleds, all that stuff, and it all came back pretty quick once I was able to start using that hand again. So you just have to get creative. You talk to people, and there's always something you can do, and just do what you can. Don't worry about what you can't.